Hi, my name is Cortez. I'm co-owner of House of BAV, and I'm also the creator of Esoteric Urbanism. Um, the sneaker contest for Sustainable Fashion Week was very interesting, and so we have three finalists, and all of them were great, and each one had its own unique qualities. And what I liked about some of the designs, like first off, Calder, um, I love the combining foliage into the sneaker design, because whenever I think of sustainability or eco-friendly, I always think of green and greenery and plants. So that was perfect. With Vince, that was kind of a personal thing because Vince designed something that I would actually wear. I thought his design was very sleek, simple, and to the point. I really loved the color scheme. And then with Vicky's design, I thought her use of layering and the fact that she incorporated the globe was really interesting because more or less what we're doing with sustainability, it is a global movement. And so I thought that shoe had the appeal of, you could say mass appeal because of its global design. And that's basically it. But congratulations to everyone who submitted and to the three finalists. Very good work.
Hi, I'm Vince Long. I am a finalist in the Sustainable Fashion Week Sneaker Design Contest. I just wanted to take a minute to discuss my design and the way I approached everything. Obviously, at the forefront of the importance in this design is the sustainability, the circularity of the Our Choice shoe design that they accomplished, which is impressive. I wanted that to be the most important part of the design. I wanted it to be a sneaker that could stay inside of the circularity, a sneaker that could be very wearable, because I believe that sustainability, while it's going to take a very long time to actually make an impact on what we've already done, I think the quickest way to see results is to finally to get people to slow down with their consumption of what we purchase. Um, so by having a shoe that can be worn in a multitude of applications, I think that's a way to keep a shoe in a rotation, to keep a shoe as a meaningful item to somebody's collection. So having something that's not too flashy and that can match a lot goes a long way in my eyes. I did a simple, just stitched sunrise, if you will, simple design. I think it's a design that can be used in a multitude of colorways. You could literally just use black thread on a white shoe and it just changes the texture, changes the movement of the shoe, in my opinion. All while being nothing more than a piece of leather that's run through a sewing machine a couple more times. So it makes production easy, it makes it very wearable, but it also makes it something different, and that was really important to me. I chose a simple gray colorway. I think that that would match the majority of people's closets, but it could also be applied to really any color you want to throw at it. Thank you all very much for having me. I truly enjoyed myself. I learned a lot from this, and I hope you like what I designed. Have a wonderful day.
Hello, Sustainable Fashion Week and Our Choice Design Contest. I'm Kathleen Grievers here to talk about Vic from Sailor Vic sneaker design. Vic, your piece is so incredible. I kind of, keep just staring at it, to tell you honestly. It's a beautiful rendition of your concerns with sustainability, and to hear that your inspiration from the context of how fashion is also developing these issues with our climate, these tremendous and devastating issues, and then you've put it into this way that we can see the melting of our planet in these sneakers. I love the 3D elements. I love the colors you used. I love just the detail and even the sensitivity to the subject that you put in here. Your quote of dressing vibrantly and minimize harm on our planet, just it's resonates with me so much, and I think it resonates with a lot of other discussions that are happening at the table now. So please keep doing this beautiful work. Congratulations on such a beautiful piece. It is exceptional and really well done. Your craftsmanship is also beautiful. I wish I could see these in person and just hold them and understand like all the ways that the 3D element interacts the form that's already there. But this represents a lot, and it's very easy to see your dedication to the material and to sneaker process itself. So well done. Honor to see these pieces, and good luck. Hi, Sustainable Fashion Week. This is Kathleen Grievers calling in to connect with Calder's submission for the sneaker contest. So I loved his submission. I loved his hand-painted stencils on the side. The graphic design is beautiful, and I completely can see that he also touched up the sole a little bit, giving it a little bit more of an organic feel, and his underlying foundation for sustainability is very relevant. So Calder, amazing job. I'm excited for what you're doing with micromobility, urban design. You can see it come through in this aesthetic of the sneaker. And the idea of form and function from the industrial design element is also really impactful. I think that I may have wanted to challenge you more to do a little bit more in the front to see if there's ways that it can connect back into the leaves and to tell the story into a full-fledged understanding of where the story of this graphic design is going. I love the counterpiece on how you really detailed that out in the beautiful green color. And overall, I think it's a beautiful piece. So, of course, you know, coming from mass art, you have gifts beyond gifts of where you're going to go. And I'm so happy that you took on this challenge and that you're part of this contest. So good luck, Calder, and well done. Hello, Sustainable Fashion Week and Our Choice Design Contest. Kathleen Grievers here to talk this time about Vince's submission for the sneaker contest. I love this sneaker. I think that, and you did an exceptional job just showing the sensitivity to how to develop a pair of shoes, a pair of sneakers that can work with so many different other items that someone's wearing, and your understanding of sustainability in the effect of how things are produced and the minimal production needs, and just adding the aesthetic of this sunburst line stitch creates the aesthetic, it creates the attraction, but it doesn't add a lot to the production. And I think that was really well done and informative to your understanding and your process of how we're going to go forward with sustainability within the sneaker industry. I love the idea of your color blocking also. I think that having the dark with the pop of the toe being the lighter color works really well too. And I just think overall this is a really, it's a simple but so aesthetically pleasing minimalist type of design. And I really do see that your development of something that is easy to wear, that is not a huge undertaking for production, gives the empathy to what we're trying to do in creating a more sustainable world and hopefully getting us out of this mess that we're in with our climate warming. So thank you, Ben, for the submission. It is beautiful, it is well done, and it is really attractive. And if it's attractive, people will want it and then hopefully care for it for many years to come. So well done, congratulations, and hope all goes well with the final results.
Hi, it's me, Vic from C'est La Vic. I'm a sneaker artist based out of San Francisco, California, and this is my submission for the Sustainable Fashion Week and Our Choice Design Contest. Thank you so much for the opportunity to create such a fun shoe. I hope you guys enjoy this design. My design was inspired by a globe, much like one I remember from elementary school. Elementary school was also where I first learned about climate change and the effects that our actions have on our planet. It was also the first time that I heard of the word sustainability. Through this design, I wanted to encourage education, awareness, and the implementation of sustainable practices that can help save our planet before it's too late. The melting continents represent the impact that the fashion industry already has on our planet. I created these dripping continents using scrap leather that otherwise would be tossed into the landfill. And I think this is a great reminder that we should think about how we can reuse and recycle materials instead of creating more waste. If we educate ourselves about all of the sustainable options, learn more about how products we buy are made, we can still dress vibrantly, but minimize the harm on our beloved planet. Thank you so much again for this opportunity to create this piece, and I hope you guys like my design. Bye!
Hi everyone, Flip here, CEO, founder, and circular visionary of Our Choice. I'm right here at one of my favorite spots in Sweden, but I of course wish that I could be with y'all in the US. The Sneaker Design Contest has been an incredible journey, and I want to thank the entire Sustainable Fashion Week US team for your great work and for making this contest happen. First off, I want to congratulate our junior sneaker design winner, Miss Krista Lee, student at Burlington County High School. I love the design and I feel inspired by your skills and creativity. As you know, the proceeds from the raffle will go directly to your Boys and Girls Club. For the Sneaker Design Contest, I was blown away by all finalists, Calder, McCay, Vince Long, and Vicky Vuong. We've interviewed all of you, and it's been a pleasure finding out more about your inspirations and, of course, seeing the outstanding results. My team and I look forward to continuing a dialogue with all of you to find out how we can share your design processes with our audience. But in this contest, there can only be one winner. Looking at all the designs, you can see for yourself that they are all very aesthetically unique and have been executed with a great level of sophistication. However, the Our Choice team feels that one stands out as it highlights elements of nature on an all-natural product, really resonating with our values. Our vision is that everyone can make a choice for truly sustainable fashion with full transparency, powered by community. The winner is, drumroll, Calder McCay. You just won a collaboration with Our Choice, and we can't wait to start working with you. Congratulations, Calder, and thank you to all finalists. We look forward to continuing the dialogue also with you. That's it from my side. Thank you all so much. Let's keep in touch and speak soon. Ciao.
My name is Erin Dunahee, and I'm the owner of Applause Lingerie. I'm really excited to show you this newest collection. It's called Married to Sustainability, and the idea is to make bridal and formal wear more circular by repurposing some lovely garments from our very own Goodwill in Southern Arizona. I hope you enjoy the show.
Are you passionate about saving our planet? Do you want to build a better world for our future generations? Are you aware of the harm that the fashion industry causes? Fashion industry creates 150 billion units of clothing every year for the 7.5 billion people on Earth, and 85% of that goes to landfills. Fashion industry is one of the most polluting industries on the planet. 10% of all greenhouse gas emissions is caused by the fashion industry. 20% of all water pollution caused by the fashion industry. Every second, one garbage truck full of textiles is burnt or sent to landfills, and 3 in 5 items bought are thrown away within a year. We all buy clothes. At Recycle, we are focused on post-consumer waste, which is a huge problem. Have you ever thought about how to prolong your loved clothing a little longer? Prolonging clothes by an additional 9 months reduces up to around 20% of water pollution, landfill waste, and greenhouse gas emissions. Now, that's a huge difference every one of us can make. That's where Recycle comes in and provides a fashion reuse as a service at your doorstep. We are creating a connected marketplace to enable a localized, easy-to-use service by connecting tailors, designers, and upcyclers to consumers to sew, mend, and repair. Recycle picks up and drops off clothes for providing services at your doorstep like an Uber of sustainability. We are building your local sustainable fashion community by providing opportunities for tailors, designers, and upcyclers in every town, and helping consumers be a part of this change towards a sustainable future. Come, join us at recycle.com.
Hi, my name is Madison Palin Michael Klein, and I am the designer and founder of Memoir Design Studio. After losing my grandfather in 2017, my family and I were faced with the incredibly difficult task of clearing out his closet. A lot of what we found was not in good enough condition to be resold. I worried about the excess waste and the impact throwing these items out would have on the environment. While introducing some of his pieces into my own wardrobe, I began brainstorming the idea that would later become the start of Memoir Design Studio. At Memoir Design Studio, our mission is to celebrate the legacy of those we have lost through high-quality, one-of-a-kind, upcycled, and vintage designs. In our first collection, we celebrate the life and honor the story of Chester Palin, Maylene Battaglia, Frederick Freyer, and Louis Merriweather. Thank you so much to the families for donating their wardrobes to us to upcycle and to share with the world. The act of storytelling is woven into our history from the beginning of time. As a society, when we connect with one another through deeper, empathetic storytelling, we become stronger, and we remember that we are actually not that different from one another. In life, we experience many different things: belly-aching laughs, gut-wrenching tears, and deep, unabashed love. We celebrate in each other's achievements, and we hold each other up when we don't have the strength to get there by ourselves. To love is one of life's most great joys, but with this comes equally insurmountable loss. Grieving and loss are a part of everyone's story, defining what it means to be human. Being in an endless cycle of love and loss, it's in the sharing of these stories that matters most and becomes an act of preservation of those that came before us. We have all lost someone that meant the absolute world to us. But what if instead of lying in grief and the overwhelm of sadness, we used their memory to celebrate their life? Who they were, who they strived to be, and what they enjoyed most. What if we could do all this with the physical items they left behind? What if pieces from their life could be changed into something we use daily or find comfort in? What if by recycling those pieces of our loved ones, we could create a more sustainable world? What if we could create something that would preserve their memory while building future memories of our own? Memoir Design Studio believes in honoring those that have left us in a way that creates a sustainable and robust future. Through the upcycling of vintage pieces from your loved ones, we can honor those unique human stories while creating less waste for our planet and our future generations having yet to make their mark. These are the stories that are worthy of being brought into the next chapter. At Memoir Design Studio, we put intention and thought into how we preserve these stories, as we believe through caring for what came before us, we can better care for what is yet to come.
Fred Fryer was my dad. I'm his youngest son. I think the biggest lesson, I guess, is to treat others well, be respectful, be smart, just do things right and do them the best you can. Don't do half-assed things. And whenever I'm doing something, I'm wondering, is this something my dad would have done?
Hey there, I'm here with Bridget Ortiz, one of our designers for Fashion Revolution Week. And I just want to share some of her story with you because I think it's kind of amazing. So hey, Bridget.
Hey, Betha.
So Bridget and I have worked together for years backstage at fashion shows in Providence, and I'm really excited to have her on this project. So Bridget, tell me a little bit about your line this season.
Born Again Vintage. This season was all about educating the consumer. And so I did a before and after. And so it was really trying to show people what the options are, that they have so many options with upcycling. So I just wanted to give them a little teaser on the little bit of possibilities they could do before throwing them away.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So one of Fashion Revolution's big hashtags is loved clothes last, as well as the hashtag who made my clothes.
Right.
So it's great to take things that, staples that we all have in our wardrobe somewhere and reinvent them. So it's really fun.
And one of my hashtags is forever clothes, because I like to think that Born Again Vintage is they're classic pieces. They're one of a kind pieces. They're pieces you can't find anywhere. Who is going to throw that out? So, they're forever clothes. They're going to forever stay in your closet, or you're going to give it to your best friend or your daughter or whatever, but you're not going to throw it away.
Yeah.
So, yay.
So how did you get into this in the beginning? Because you've always been focused on recycling and just keeping it green.
Wow, thank God too,
Yeah.
So about 100 years ago, I was doing talent shows, for kids in my area to raise money for scholarship. So one year I had an extra hour at a venue and I was like, let me go to the thrift shop, buy some pieces and chop them up. Never did it before in my life. And I did it, and I had the kids put on the show. And at the end of the show, 2 people came up to me and was like, how much is, and I'm like, wait, what? You want to buy this? What? And, I'm the type of person that, I saw that as an opportunity. I literally never looked back. I never did another talent show. I literally just started going to the market and selling the pieces. And it was slow at first. And, and then customers started saying to me, I love that it's eco-friendly. And I'm like, what's eco-friendly? I love that it's green. Like, what's green? It's blue. So, once I did the research, I was like, oh my God, this is amazing, but it was at a time where no one really was thinking about it. Sure. So, I was definitely, ahead of the curve, and thankfully I stayed consistent. And, a couple of years in, I got the invitation to write the book by Random House, and that was 2008. The rest is history.
I love it. How does it make you feel to take things that have been abandoned and bring them back to life?
I think that the reason why I was this person for the job, because, I love any type of second chances, whether it's clothes, life, whatever. I just think that, that was just always my kind of, not motto, but I've always been that type of person, always giving something or somebody a second chance. So of course, chopping up clothes and keeping them from the landfill, it just fits with my whole me.
Yeah, I love it. So now you opened a shop too as well. So tell us about that.
So the shop is House of BAV. People call it House of Bav, but it's BAV. But that was my fault. So House of Born Again Vintage. Right. And it houses my brand, of course, and it houses about 6 other sustainable designers. Cool. Mostly local. And, it's really about giving local sustainable designers a platform to sell.
Yeah. And now where is that? Because that's not in Providence.
Right. So House of BAV is in East Orange, New Jersey on Main Street, a block away from City Hall.
Cool. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, welcome back to Providence, Bridget.
Thank you. I love being in Providence.
We love having you.
So.
Sustainable fashion is not only an environmental issue, it's also a social issue. There are humans that are being treated badly so that we can have fast and cheap clothing at any time. The least that we can do is try a little bit harder to be better for these workers, for our planet, and ourselves. Some ways that we can do this is actually pretty fun. We can go thrifting, and there's so many ways to do that now. We could go to eBay, we can go to Poshmark online, or we can go to Goodwill, we can go to Salvation Army. There's places everywhere to find these little treasures. Another option is upcycling your older clothes in DIY projects. The less that you throw out, the less that are going into landfills, and that is what's important. If we all make a small change, we can create a major impact on our Earth. And how exciting would that be?
For me, it's reusing what's already there. So like for me, I do a lot of thrift store shopping, and then I'll kind of restitch them into different outfits than they were originally.
I think of things that are like good for the environment, things that break down well, things that are made out of sustainable materials.
Like the footprint on the world that certain clothes or materials use.
Making use of our resources in the most efficient way possible, less waste, being intentional with like what materials are used.
It's, in my opinion, recycled materials, fashioned through recycled items, maybe plastic for bathing suits or other resources that are used a lot today.
How many pounds? I'll say 25.
I'm gonna guess like 3 pounds.
I would say fast fashion is like, say like this shirt, like printing like 100 or 1,000 of these shirts, but with like using like say resources in not like the best way possible, or that's more damaging to the environment. So just trying to make a quick buck and not really thinking about what the impact is.
I think it could get a big boost if people like talk about it more, or like raise awareness of the bad side of like fast fashion. A lot of small businesses it would be good to like use recycled fashion, which I do see happening today.